Yeah. Are you not seeing us, Prabhuji?
Yeah, Prabhu, I'm able to see you, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to start, Prabhu.
Okay.
Today's Sunday Feast lecture is going to present by two wonderful devotees, Her Grace Sarveshvari Mataji and His Grace Kamala Naayana Prabhu. They are wonderful devotees. They are well known to our congregation. Mataji coordinating garland services very nicely, and Prabhu is driving monthly donor program, and Prabhu also uh, coordinating Sunday feast parking outside. Prabhu and Mataji together taking classes for Saturday Bhagavad Gita batch, and wonderful quality of these Prabhu and Mataji. They never say no to any service. They are always available, and both are very exemplary and ready to do the menial services like cleaning, temple cleaning, and pot washing. Um, so, with that, we are inviting Prabhu Sarveshwari Mataji and Kamala Naayana Prabhu with one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Prabhu, over to you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I will share my screen, Prabhuji.
Sure, Prabhu.
Are you able to see my screen, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Actually, we are not qualified for all this glorification. We try to get all these qualities, Prabhuji. And Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we offer our humble obeisance to our founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, our Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Ramapada Swami Maharaj, and Shiksha Gurus, Satyasara Prabhu and Jai Subhadra Mataji, and to all devotees. Thank you, Satyasara Prabhu and Jai Subhadra Mataji, for giving us this opportunity to speak, even though we are really not qualified for this. So please forgive us if we make any mistakes. So I will start with Jai Radha prayers. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradari, Yashodanandana, Prajajana Ranjana, Yashodanandana, Prajajana Ranjana, Yashodanandana, Prajajana Ranjana,
Yodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana
Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. devotees. So today we are going to see verse from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 8. So I'm going to recite the verse now. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaah.
Hare Krishna devotees. Agam sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate idi matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaah. I request 2 or 3 devotees, if you could recite this verse, that would be great.
I can try, Prabhu. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Wonderful.
Thriti one.
Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarva pravartate iti matva bhajante ma buddha bhava samanvita.
Thank you. Varnamanjari.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita.
Thank you, Mataji.
So translation. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise, who perfectly know this, engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So we will offer our prayer to our Guru. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthabitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadantiswa Padantiyam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatapata Kamalam Shri Gurun Shri Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tamsa Jivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamsya. Hare He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bhanto Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrinde Vaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpa Tarubhasya Cha Kripa Sindhupya Evacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this is one of the important and beautiful verse from Bhagavad Gita. So this verse says, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and he is the cause of all causes and source of everything. So including the origin of all Narayana or Vishnu expansion. So who resides in Vaikuntha planet. So, but how do we understand that Krishna is the source of everything? So please look at the following diagram. So yeah, if you look at the diagram, all expansion of the Lord like begins with Sri Krishna. So Lord Krishna first expands himself into Baladeva or Balram. So he is considered Krishna's second body and brother. So Balram is the one who assists in Lord Krishna's innumerable spiritual pastime in both spiritual and material realms. So Lord Balrama expands into Aniruddha, Vasudeva, Shankarshana and Pradyumna. So this is called first quadruple or first Chaturyuha. So these original or first Chaturyuha expansion resides in Mathura and Dwaraka. So these are spiritual planets. So from them, 24 form of Vishnu expand. So they are named differently. So according to their arrangements of the conch, disc, lotus, and club in their hands. So all of these 24 forms resides in each Vaikuntha planet with the predominating deity of that planet. So Lord Balrama is also Lord Shankarshana, the predominator of the creative energy. So he creates, and he is the shelter of the material and spiritual world. So by the will of Krishna and the power of spiritual energy, Lord Balrama creates the spiritual world. So which consists of planet Goloka Vrindavan and Vaikuntha planet. So we know that we want to go back to Krishna, to the spiritual world. But why do we want to go, and what is so special about a spiritual world? So in the Vaikuntha sky, there is the pure spiritual creative energy that is called Suddha Shattva. So that sustains all the spiritual planets with the full opulences of knowledge, wealth, power, beauty, etc. So all of which pervade the entire spiritual kingdom and are fully engaged by the residents there. So this energy is just the display of the creative potency of Balrama. So spiritual world is full of knowledge and has everything. So that is the reason we all wanted to go back to Goloka Vrindavan. Also, we wanted to go back to serve Krishna in person. So the first Chaturyuha, Sankarshana, also called Mula Sankarshana. So Mula Sankarshana, he expands into Narayana. So then Narayana expands into second quadruple, or we say second Chaturyuha. So in the second Chaturyuha, the form of Shankarshana is also called Maha Shankarshana. So they are changeless, transcendental expansion. They are changeless, transcendental expansion of Supreme Lord. Like in the second quadruple, Vasudeva is an expansion of Krishna, and Maha Shankarshana is a representation of Balrama. And this is all in the spiritual world. The second quadruple expands into Purushavatars. So which is nothing but Karanodakshay Vishnu, and then Garbhodakshay Vishnu, and Shirodakshay Vishnu. So Karanodakshay Vishnu is called Maha Vishnu. So Maha Vishnu is the one who creates the total material energy. And Maha Vishnu lies on the Viraja, or it is called causal ocean. So which appears in one corner of the spiritual world. So which is a border between the spiritual and the material world, as appear in this picture. So Mahavishnu or Karanodakshay Vishnu is an expansion of Sankarshana. And Garbhodakshay Vishnu, he is an expansion of Pradyumna. And Shirodakshay Vishnu, he is an expansion of Aniruddha. So to begin explaining the purpose and function of these expansion, that is 3 Vishnus, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 6, verse 42, it describes that Mahavishnu, that is Karanodakshay Vishnu, is the first incarnation of the Supreme Lord in the process of creating the material world. So Karanodakshay Vishnu is a master of eternal time, that is Kala, space, cause and effects, mind, elements, and material ego, modes of nature, senses, the universal form of the Lord, and some of all living beings, like both moving and non-moving. So as we have already seen in the picture, Karanodakshay Vishnu or Mahavishnu sleeps on the causal ocean. So while breathing out, the seeds of innumerable universe come out of his body. So Lord Mahavishnu, also the creator of countless individual souls. So he is also known by the name of Narayana. So meaning the shelter of all individual souls. So from Lord Mahavishnu, Mahavishnu's body comes out vast expanse of water known as spiritual causal ocean, or it is also called Karana ocean. So Mahavishnu then reclines in the water of that causal ocean in a state of divine sleep, that is called Yoga Nidra. So it is said that the universal creation is just the dream of Mahavishnu. So since the water of the causal ocean, known as Karana ocean, comes from Mahavishnu's body, it is completely spiritual. So the sacred river Ganges, so is also a drop from that Karana ocean, so which can purify all the fallen souls. So that's why in India, people still believe even today, like taking bath in that river will remove and wash out all sins. So with that backdrop, now Kannan will continue from here. Thank you, devotees.
Hare Krishna, devotees. So we are seeing the verse from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10 and 8. We are, confirming the path. Krishna is the source of everything. We will, so Sridevi covered Krishna, how Krishna expands, in different first Chaturvika and second Chaturvika. So Balarama is taking care of all the creating the spiritual world and everything. But the Balarama also, comes from Krishna. So, and then Sridevi comes to that, the Purusha avatars, Maha Vishnu. We are talking about Maha Vishnu now. So from the Maha Vishnu's body, the innumerable universes, comes out. We will see that in detail. If you look at that, this picture, look at this, this one, this is called Ananta Shesha, or, the serpent. So who is this serpent, this Ananta Shesha? This is also expanded from, Lord Balarama also expands into this great serpent known as Ananta Shesha. So he lies on the casual ocean and serves as the couch or sofa for, Maha Vishnu. So just Maha Vishnu lying on this Ananta Shesha. Here, the Maha Vishnu, so what is the purpose of this Maha Vishnu? So that the Maha Vishnu is incarnated as a devotee from Balarama, and it is going to serve Krishna whatever the possible ways. If you take this, this serpent has thousands of mouths. What it is doing here, it is glorifying the Maha Vishnu. Each and every mouth, continuously glorifying the Maha Vishnu. And also, if you take that Ananta Shesha, it is, serving as, just a second, yeah, it is, serving as a couch for Maha Vishnu. So this the Ananta Shesha is, expands himself to serve as Lord Krishna, Krishna's paraphernalia. So that means, including such items called umbrella. When it rains or hot, this becomes an umbrella. That's, Ananta Shesha becomes an umbrella, or bedding for, for to sleep Mahavishnu. This same Ananta Shesha serves as a bed, or, sometimes, this Ananta Shesha serves as a slippers for Mahavishnu, and also garments, resting chair, residence, and then, sacred Gayatri thread and throne. So in whichever the possible way, this Ananta Shesha is serving for Mahavishnu in different pastimes of the Lord Krishna. So he has attained and exhibits the ultimate end of servitude to Lord Krishna. So what we are learning from this devotee incarnation of this Ananta Shesha, we also need to serve Krishna in whichever possible way. We have to dedicate our body, mind, soul, and everything for Krishna. Like Ambrish Maharaja, he used all his body parts to serve Krishna. That is the most important things we need to learn from this Ananta Shesha. Now, okay, after this, Maha Vishnu is in the sleeping mode now, but when the time to create that material energy, so that means, Maha Vishnu is going to, awake from the sleeping mode. So at the time of creation, after Supreme has been sleeping for some time, the first emanation from the Maha Vishnu's breathing, which one comes out? He is going to be awake, but the first emanation from his breathing, what is coming out? That is personified Vedas. We recently covered elaborately this personified Vedas in Bhagavad Sangha program. So from the Mahavishnu's body, the first thing comes out is, personified Vedas. And what is the purpose of this personified Vedas? This personified Vedas glorifying Lord, at the time of awakening. So it is creating the, it's kind of a tune, music, song, bhajan, anything you call it. So it is creating the mood for Mahavishnu to, come out of the sleep. That's the mood. Even in material for today's every day, we see that, they play the Suprabhat or Sahasranama or everything in the morning, early morning they play, because, they say that, they are waking up the God. That's the purpose of this, the personified Vedas. And also another important thing from this, about this personified Vedas, most of the people thinks that, the personified Vedas are written by normal human being or, devatas or somebody. No, it is not written by any human beings or anything. It is directly comes out from the Mahavishnu's breathing, Mahavishnu's body. So that's what, we need to understand this. And okay, now once the Lord is awakened, what is happening? So he, when he is awakened, that lot of, universes, already Sridevi said, from the Mahavishnu's body, there are innumerable universes came out, and also jivas came out. So when Mahavishnu wakes up, at that time, he is glancing the, the material energy of Maya. That means, Sridevi also, sorry, not Sridevi, Sarveshvari Mataji already covered this in, I think, Bhagavad Sangha program, like, the Pratan is, unmanifested stage of 24 material elements. You know that in this material world, we have 24 different material elements like earth, water, fire, everything, even the mind, false ego, intelligence, and 3 modes of material nature also. So everything is there in this material world. So all these 24 elements, where it was before, it was there in the Pratan stage. When Mahavishnu glances, looks at this Pratan, the material energy thing, what happens at that time? He is injecting, Mahavishnu is injecting Kayam, the Kala, into the Pratan, and also Jivas. When the Kala is injected into that Pratan, because all this fire, water, ether, and everything is in the unmanifested form. What is that called? Unmanifested form. You cannot separate one from each other. Everything is clubbed together. It is like a one form of ball, lump sum ball. If you take that, the baby inside the womb of mother, the 2 months old baby, you cannot see hands or legs or nose or anything. It is a one lump sum, but it develops. So that's where it is. But when, when Mahavishnu glances it, Maha Vishnu injects the Kala, then the Kala start to do some reaction inside this Pradhan, and that's where, it is creating the first thing it comes out is, the first mode of material nature, sattvic mode, that comes out. In the mode of goodness comes out. Then the rajas mode, the mode of passion, then the mode of ignorance. Three modes of material nature, forms out, becomes active now. After that, followed by all the other material natures, manifested. So all the 24 elements now manifested. That means what is manifested? Manifested means, all the 24 elements, you can separate each other. Water, earth, fire, everything is separated. So this is what it happens. When Maha Vishnu looks at that material Maya energy, and then this unmanifested form is called Pradhan, and then the manifested form is called Prakriti, and also Jiva also is there. So this is called Mahat Tattva. That's what they say that. Now, simply by glance of Maha Vishnu, that consciousness is, this is a very important thing, that consciousness is created, which is known as this Mahat Tattva. So what is the predominating deity here of this Mahat Tattva? Predominating deity of this Mahat Tattva is Lord Vasudeva. He is also another expansion of Lord Krishna. This explains how the material energy is like mother of living beings, while the Lord is the supreme father of everyone. So how do we understand that? Where the jivas came from? It came from the Maha Vishnu's body, which is nothing but, Krishna. So he is here. So that's why we say that, Krishna is the supreme father, because the individual souls, that's a seed, came from him, and it is injected into that Maya, the material energy that we assume as a woman. So the seed is injected into that material energy. That's where, we are all living entities created. So we will see that, how the body and other things created. But that's the reason we call Supreme Lord as he is a supreme father of every living entity. That's a important thing we need to understand here. Once the material elements have been manifested and the full potential for creating the universes has been established, the innumerable universes began to emanate from the pores of the body Maha Vishnu and from his exhalations. So here, if you look at that, the Maha Vishnu is acting as a Maha Vishnu is nothing but Karnodaksha Vishnu, acting as a super soul for all the universes. If a million universes comes out from his body, for all the universes, Maha Vishnu is the Karnodaksha Vishnu is the super soul. Okay, after that, everything is there. The material elements are there. Everything's there. What is going to happen next? Now, Maha Vishnu expands as, Maha Vishnu is nothing but Karnodaksha Vishnu, expands as Karbodaksha Vishnu, expands as a Karbodaksha Vishnu, and enter into each and every universe. Like, that means million times, he just manifest into the each and every individual universe as a Karbodaksha Vishnu. That we will see it in the next picture. This is the Karbodaksha Vishnu. So Karbodaksha Vishnu, once, he is in the each universe, Karbodaksha Vishnu is in the each universe. He sees that, there is no place for his to reside. Then after some consideration, he fills half of the universe with the water from his own precipitation. He then lays down on the water, again supported by the, bed of, Ananta Sesha or Seshanaga. So here also comes and serves Ananta Sesha as a devotee and serves, Karbodaksha Vishnu, and, Sri Lakshmi is doing the Pada Sevanam here. Okay, Karbodaksha Vishnu. Now, individual Vishnu is there, individual universe is there, and Karbodaksha Vishnu is manifested here. You can see that, Karbodaksha Vishnu is acting as a super soul for that particular universe. If you take, our universe, the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is there. That Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is going to act as a super soul for our universe. So now, just a second. The from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, if you look at this Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, now I already told you that, like all the material elements, 24 elements are there, everything is there, jivas, souls, and everything is there. Then what Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is going to do that? Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, from the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu navel, the Brahma comes out. The Brahma comes out from the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu navel, and now Garbhodakshaya Vishnu handing over everything to Brahma. Sarveshvari Prabhu beautifully explained this. It's like, when we are making sabji, we need to keep everything ready. So Maha Vishnu is giving every individual ingredients, soul, material element, everything, it comes out. Already it is there. Now Garbhodakshaya Vishnu handing over all these things to Brahma. Okay, these are the ingredients. You go and create the sabji or whatever you want. So now Brahma takes everything and he creates the body. So how the body comes? The body, Brahma creates the body. Brahma first creates the 14 planetary system. We'll see this. The next picture is, the 14 planetary system. Brahma creates this 14 planetary system according to the karma of the individual soul. Brahma is going to create the body and put them in the respective planets, whether they are going to be in the upper planets or middle planets or lower planets. It all depends upon the karma. But, you may ask one question, the soul, individual soul, jivas, just now came from Maha Vishnu's body. Then how come the soul have karma previously? It doesn't seem right, isn't it? I will tell you the answer in a little while. But, keep this question in mind, how the, jivas have the previous karma or anything. How from the previous karma, the Brahma is creating the bodies and everything and placing it in respective planets. Just a second, the next slide. Okay, the next is, once the planetary systems is created, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu gave the directions to Brahma, and the Brahma created all the planets and everything. The jiva is right now inside the body. But again, the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu expands into Sirodakshaya Vishnu. Then the Sirodakshaya Vishnu will come and sit in our heart as a super soul of our body, So if you look at this, Sirodakshaya Vishnu is the super soul for individual body, individual, the identity, the one super soul, and the Sirodakshaya Vishnu is the super soul for individual body, and Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is the super soul for individual universe. But super soul for all the universes and everything is Karnodakshaya Vishnu. That's that's how we need to understand this. And also the Sirodakshaya Vishnu, where he lies in the ocean of milk, milk on the island called Svetatvipa. That's a ocean, here Sirodakshaya Vishnu lies. So these are the three expansions of Lord Vishnu who oversee and make the creation of the material world as possible. So now we are in the material world, and we now understands that this material world, everything material energy is created from Maha Vishnu. Maha Vishnu is nothing but an incarnation of the Lord Krishna only. So everything is from the spiritual world to this material world to this material body, everything comes from Krishna only. Now the material world is created. How long this material world is going to be there? The material universe is going to be there. It is going to be there Brahma's lifetime. Brahma's lifetime, 100 years. I think, it is 4.32 trillion years or something. So, when the time ends, then the material universes, all of them will be annihilated. When it is annihilated, what happens to this, all the elements of this material world? We saw that, 24 elements, where the jiva will go, where everything will, when the annihilation happens. When the annihilation happens, the jiva will go back to Maha Vishnu body, the Karnodaksha Vishnu's body, and also all the material, other material elements go back to Pradhan stage, the unmanifested form. So now, when the jiva goes back to Mahavishnu's body, what happens? We see the jiva is going to leave all the karmas here itself? No, it is going to take it back. That's why when Mahavishnu is in the sleeping mode for another 100 years, and when he is waking up, at the time of waking up, he is bringing out all the jivas out. That's where, all the jivas comes out with the original karma, whichever it took when the time of annihilation happens. So this is the answer for the previous question. I said, how come the jivas are coming from Mahavishnu's body? How come they have the previous karma? It came from, previously, before the 100 years of Brahma, before the sleeping time, when he was awake, when the annihilation happens, everything goes back to Mahavishnu's body, and then once again it comes back. It brings back with that exact karma what it was having it. This is the whole system. It tells, Krishna is the supreme Lord for everything. All the manifested, unmanifested, everything is, comes from Krishna only. So can I not confirm that Krishna is the supreme Lord for everything, source of everything? If you look back this verse translation, it says that, everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service. That means what? Only the wise people, they can understand that everything comes from Krishna. Krishna is the source of everything. When they understand this, then they can engage in devotional service. What kind of devotional service they do? They simply, starts with hearing and, do the sadhanas. The best thing is, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So what Krishna says, the wise people knows that, engage in the devotional service of Krishna and worship me with all their hearts. That's what Krishna says. Now we know that, all the source and everything. So can we not say that, Krishna is the supreme Lord here? If we agree that Krishna is the supreme Lord, can we not, call this holy name? Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can we not say that? Absolutely, we can say that. But if you are still not, if you have any dilemma in this, I can show you that, this verse, 19.17 verse, it says that, let me load this, the verse in locally. Yeah, this 9.17 verse says, Pidaham asya jagado madata pitamaha vetyam bhavitram omkara rik zama yazu evasa. That means what? Here, the translation, it clearly says that I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support, and the grandsire. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the syllable Om. I am also Rik, Zama, and Yazur Vedas. So here in this translations, it clearly says that I can correlate this verse translation with whatever we have seen so far. First one, it says, I am the father of this universe. Okay, because this individual soul came from, Maha Vishnu. Maha Vishnu is nothing but, the another incarnation of Krishna only. So can we not say that, Krishna is the supreme father for all the living entities? So we can very well say that. So Krishna is the supreme father of this universe and also the mother. So the Maya, what is that? Maya is also, part of Krishna only. So everything is external energy only. So Krishna is the father, Krishna is the mother, the support in the sense, he gives all the material elements, 24 material elements, like, earth, water, fire, ether, everything, all those things, whatever you need to have the support to live here, it is also come from Krishna. We very well saw that, from the Pradhan, it came manifested and everything, but, everything is from Krishna only. And the grandsire also, Krishna only, you very well know that. I am the object of knowledge. Yes, of course, absolutely. Because if Krishna is, not giving us knowledge, then we will not be having any knowledge at all. So because we all came from Krishna's, Maha Vishnu's body only. So whatever the knowledge we have, that is also from Krishna only. I am the purifier and the syllable Om. We already saw that, when at the time of waking up, the personified Vedas came out and it glorified Krishna, glorified Krishna. So he is the syllable Om, and also Krishna is the Rik, Zama, and Yazur Vedas. So everything in this translation said, we have seen detailedly previously, just before 3 minutes, 4 minutes ago. So the entire cosmic manifestations, moving and non-moving, are manifested by different activities of Krishna's energy. In the material existence, we create different relationship with different living entities who are nothing but Krishna's marginal energy under the creation of Prakriti. Some of them appear as our father, mother, grandmother, creator, but actually they are all parts and parcel of Krishna only. As such, these living entities who appear to be our father, mother, are nothing but Krishna only. So in this verse, if you note this word, Datta, Datta means what? Creator. Datta means creator. So we already saw that, the Purusha avatar is the creator for this material universe. So we agree that, Krishna is the best on all these things. Not only our father, mother, parts and parcel of Krishna, but the creator, the grandmother, grandfather, everyone is also, part and parcel of Krishna. Actually, any living entity being part and parcel of Krishna is Krishna only. All the Vedas we have already seen. The Vedas are came from Krishna's body, the Maha Vishnu's body. So all the Vedas are therefore aim only toward Krishna. So that means what? Whatever you are understanding about Vedas, that means you are understanding about Krishna only. It is Krishna's thing. So you are trying to understand Krishna only. And the next verse, we'll see this next verse, 9.18. It says, Khadir Badda Prabhu Shakshi Nivasa Sharanam Sakrut Prabhava Pralaya Sthanam Nidanam Bijam Avyayam. The translation of this verse is, I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend. I am the creation and the annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place, and the eternal seed. So here, Gati means, destination. Wherever we want to go, that's a destination. But where we want to go, the ultimate destination is what? Go to Krishna, Krishna only. Some people think that, they wanted to go to the higher material planets, like Sorgaloka, all the other higher upper planets. But what it will happen when they go there, they may get additional few 1,000 years of birth life, and they also have birth and death, and they will also have that, all the material qualities like, jealousy and all the other things. So they will have that, happiness and sadness. So even if you go to highest material planet Brahmaloka, you will, have birth and death. You will come back to this material world again and again. So what is the final destination we will need to reach from this verse? Our final destination to go back beyond this material world, go back to the Godhead. So there are many, so that's what the Devadas worship and everything. If you worship the Devadas, then you will go there. But, ultimately you will come back here. Or if you perform really good Krishna service in the upper planets, then you will, from there, you will directly go to, Krishna Loka or anything. So to approach the different energies of Krishna is to approach, Krishna directly. Why do you need to approach, the Devadas or anything? Instead, approach the Krishna directly and, go to the Krishna Loka and have eternal blissful happiness. So Krishna is the ultimate goal of shelter, and therefore should take the shelter of Krishna either for protection or annihilation of distress. This is very beautiful things. If you want to protect yourself, take the shelter of Krishna. If you want to come out of the distress, take the shelter of Krishna. So only way is taking the shelter of Krishna. There is no other way. And then the last verse, I would want to cover here is 7.10. This verse says, Bijam mam sarva bhutanam vitti partha sanadanam buddhi madam asmi dejas vinam aham. So the translation of this verse says that, O son of Partha, know that I am the original seed of all existences, the intelligence of the intelligent, and the pros of all powerful men. So we have already seen that, the seed comes from, Maha Vishnu again. The bijam in this verse, bijam means seed. Krishna is the seed of everything. As stated in this Vedic literature, Brahman, or the supreme absolute truth, is that from which everything is emanating. So Krishna is Para Brahman, the supreme spirit. Brahman is impersonal, but Para Brahman is personal. So we wanted to, always focus on this Para Brahman. So the impersonal Brahman is situated in the personal aspect that is stated in Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, originally, Krishna is the source of everything. He is the root. As the root of tree maintains the whole tree, Krishna, being the original root of all things, maintains everything in this material manifestations. One cannot do anything without intelligence. And, Krishna also says that he is the root of intelligence. So if you say that I am an intelligent, who is the root of that intelligence? Krishna is the root of that intelligence. So the intelligence portion is Krishna. We are just saying that I am intelligent, but the Krishna is the intelligence. Unless the person is intelligent, he cannot understand the supreme personality of Godhead, Krishna. So this statement, I am reading one more time. Unless a person is intelligent, he cannot understand the supreme personality of Godhead. But I hope we all are intelligent. We all understand Krishna is, Krishna is the supreme Lord. So I would want to end this here. Since we accepted that Krishna is the supreme Lord, we want to engage in the devotional services such as chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, to go back to Godhead. Thank you all for listening. We are really sorry that, if we hurt any of your feelings, or, if I misspoke anything, we are really, really sorry for that. Thank you. Satyarupa Kauranga Prabhu, back to you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Kamala Naayana Prabhu and Sarveshvari Mataji for wonderful class. Okay, so about the Krishna position and our engagement. I request devotees, if you want to thank or give any compliments on this class, please directly message Prabhu and Mataji and restrain from that compliments. And if you have any questions or comments or reflections on this particular topic, please raise your questions.
Hare Krishna, Kamala Naayana Prabhu and Sarveshvari Mataji. Very nice class. Congratulations for your next step to in a Guru Parampara and taking initiation. And I have a question that as you mentioned, in the individual universes, there are 14 lokas. Is it applicable to all the universes above all the universes that lokas also there, like, Satyaloka, as you mentioned, like, to Bhuvarlok, Patalok, all those things?
You mean, thank you, Mataji. Nice question. You mean the spiritual world planets you are saying that, or in the individual universe, different universes will have the same planetary system or a different planet? Is that your question, Mataji? Hare Krishna, Mataji.
My question is, individual, as you mentioned, like all 14 lokas are there, and above all the universes also, below the Goloka, the lokas are there.
I'm not understanding. All the universes in the material world, sky you are talking about, Mataji, or the spiritual sky?
Under the spiritual sky, in the material world, in all the universes, not individual. Cumulatively, all the universes, all the lokas are there.
That part I really don't know, Mataji. That I may ask Satyesara Prabhu to answer this question, Mataji. Sorry.
Oh, no problem, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Satyesara Prabhu, can you please answer?
Yes, Prabhu. Can you ask the question again?
The individual universes have a 14 lokas, as Prabhuji mentioned, right? Like that, all universes are coming from the
Maha Vishnu.
Maha Vishnu, and all other lokas also, Dhruva Loka, all other things below the Goloka, right? In that universes also, under the Goloka, the 14 lokas are there, like 14 levels. Are there or no?
That is correct. So there is a material, spiritual world, and there is a material world, right?
Correct.
So Prabhu was talking about how the material universes are designed. So there's a 14 planetary systems. So every universe has that.
Yes.
And all the universes are under the spiritual world, isn't it? So 2/3 of the entire existence is spiritual world. So only the 1/3 is material world. So all the universes have this 14 planetary system. Did it answer your question? Wind up? Okay, thank you.
Any other question in the temple hall or whoever on the online? Kindly raise your hand. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Who else was in the picture with Garbhodakshai Vishnu? There was Ananta, Shesh, and Brahma. Is it Lakshmi?
Yes.
What is her service? What is she doing?
She is doing the Pada Sevanam. She is really, pressing the Krishna's legs. Like, Pada Sevanam is nothing but, not only the Pada Sevanam is, touching the Krishna. It's, it's a kind of a service to Krishna. When you say Pada Sevanam, it's not only, pressing the legs. Also, for us, how do we need to understand for the Pada Sevanam is, it's touching the Krishna's body and also circumambulating the Krishna's deity. All those things are Pada Sevanam, worshipping deity, everything, so we recently
visiting the
dams,
temples,
Jagannath Puri and everything, and taking the bath from the Ganges, because we are touching whatever the Krishna's source is. You know what I'm saying, Prabhu? If you go to Goloka Vrindavana and the Vrindavan, Mayapur, everywhere, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the everyone lived there. So when you go there, that means you are touching their feet. That's a Pada Sevanam. That's how we need to understand from our material concept of view. Satyeswara Prabhu, do you want to add more things?
I have one more question, if that's okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
In the higher planetary systems, what is their process of liberation or of attainment to Goloka Vrindavan? Or do they? Or are they just enjoying?
In the higher planetary systems also, you get to attach with, associate with Narada Muni. Narada Muni visits there. So you attend, you get associate with Narada Muni and you hear, Narada Muni's preaching. From that, you develop your devotional services to Krishna, do sincere, pure devotional service. From there, you liberate to the Krishna Loka or the spiritual sky.
Thank you.
Yeah. Satyeswara Prabhu, if you want to add any more thing, please.
No, Prabhu, I think you covered. Any other question, devotees? Whoever in online also can raise your hand if you have any question. Okay. They have a question? Okay. Okay, Brahman. Thank you. Once again, Kamala Naayana Prabhu and Sarveshvari Mataji for your wonderful class. We want to hear from you more classes. With that, we are moving on to the next part of our program, Aarti. Please stand up and fold the carpets. Roll the carpet. Will Purnamasi Mataji and Ananya will sing Kirtan, and Radha Damodar Prabhu is doing Pujari service. Prabhu, there, is here. Yes, Mataji. Have one.
I will probably have one.
No.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जगन्नाथ बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय कुंज बिहारी कुंज बिहारी किशोर किशोरी किशोर किशोरी जय कृष्ण कृष्ण जय कृष्ण कृष्ण जय जय गिरिधर जय जय प्रभु जय 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 निताय गौर निताय गौर हरि
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमाद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रीला प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की नवद्वीप धाम की यमुना देवी गंगा देवी तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की बृहत मृदंगा की हरिनाम संकीर्तन की सामवेद भक्त वृंद की गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Hare Krishna Temple of Austin, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine, नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे।
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय नमस्ते नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादनाददायिने प्रह्लादनाददायिने हिरण्याकाशिपूर्वक्षः हिरण्याकाशिपूर्वक्षः शिलाटङ्कानकालये शिलाटङ्कानकालये तो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो इतो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहो यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहो बहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो बहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो नरसिंहमधीशूरनां प्रपद्ये नरसिंहमधीशूरनां प्रपद्ये तव कर कमलवरे नाथा अद्भुत शृंगार दलिताहिरण्यकशिपु तानुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश जय जगदीश तव कर कमल अद्भुत शृंगार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तानुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव कर कमलवरे अद्भुत शृंगार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तानुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव कर कमलवरे अद्भुत शृंगार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तानुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव भक्त प्रहलाद भक्त प्रहलाद भक्त प्रहलाद जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय भक्त भक्त प्रहलाद जय भक्त जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव जय जय मिठाई घर हरि विनाशक नरसिंह भगवान की जय भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज की जय शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरुदेव महाराज की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय
Thank you, Purnamasi Mataji and Ananya for Aarti Kirtan. And thank you, Radha Damodar Prabhu, for the Pujari service. Okay, so today's Sunday feast is sponsored by Radha Damodar Das and Atmamaya Mataji for Atmaya Mataji's father's anniversary. Loudly chant one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Radha Damodar Prabhu, Atmaya Mataji, for the sponsorship. Sri Narasimha Chaturdasi is on Saturday, May 14, 2022. Please check the WhatsApp message for various programs and sign up as soon as possible. And we also have a pre-celebration program from May 9 to May 14. May 9 to May 13, pre-celebration. Everybody can present Prahlad Maharaj prayers for 15 minutes. If anyone interested, please contact Veena Mataji. And kids kit, if anyone interested, contact Rohini Mataji and Veena Mataji. And artworks, Sridevi Prasanna Mataji. Please sign up for the services. And Ekadasi fasting is going to be on Tuesday. If possible, please try to fast from grains and beans on that day. And the next, we had 5 birthdays in the last week. Prachi Mataji's birthday, and Meera birthday, Neha Mataji's and Umesh Prabhu's daughter, and Vittal Prabhu's birthday, and Jishnu, Rekha Mataji and Ram Prabhu's son, and Yana, Sweta Mataji and Nitesh Prabhu's daughter birthday. Let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 3 times for their benefit. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, Sweta Mataji and Nitesh Prabhu wants to cut the cake in front of everyone. Yana wants to cut the cake to get the blessings of devotees.
Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna dear Yana, Hare Krishna to you, Radha Gopinath bless you, Radha Gopinath bless you, Radha Gopinath bless you, Hare Krishna to you. May you never take birth again. May you never take birth again. May you never take birth again. Hare Krishna to you.
Okay, Mataji, you feed her. I will stand. Oh, yeah, parents should do. Prabhu. Brother, yes. Now I'll do it. My turn. Okay, now Yana is going to make a wish. You want to talk about your birthday wish? No? You have a wish? You want to?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all Prabhuji's, Mataji.
No wish, Prabhuji, just blessings and all devotee association. That is the wish. And this is a good day today. And since 3 days, we are celebrating Yana's birthday. So first Friday, it was Earth Day. So it was a great day. And she celebrated with students or her at school. And then yesterday it was a good day as well. And today, best day because we have a devotee associations and everyone is here. Thank you for being here and giving all the wishes and blessings to her since yesterday. It has made her day very blissful. So thank you. And again, like being Earth Day, it's special day. So there are goodie bags for all the kids. So in the goodie bags, we have soil and seeds. So we want all parents, or we want I want to request all parents and childrens to have those goodie bags and plant some of those and save Mother Earth. That's my desire and wish. Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving the opportunity and platform. Jai Subhadra Mataji and Prabhuji, thank you very much. Blessing us with the Krishna's mercy here in this temple. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
We'll quickly see whoever first timers for Sunday Feast program. Please raise your hand. I can introduce to the congregation. Hare Krishna.
Hi, I'm Kiran. We stay in 3 Points, Syrup Park. My friend Arun.
Keep come to the temple. For every Sunday, we have Sunday Feast program. Any other devotees for the first time here?
Oh.
हरे कृष्णा। मैं भारत में पन्ना से आया हूँ, चित्रकूट के पास से। यहाँ मेरा बालक ऑस्टिन में इंजीनियर। तीसरी बार आया हूँ। पहले डेनवर में आया, फिर डेलस में। यहाँ हरे कृष्ण मंदिर आपकी सब जगह है। इनका मैं लाइफ टाइम मेंबर हूँ, इंदौर से, भारत से। और मैं करीब 40 साल से, जब प्रभुपाद स्वामी थे वृंदावन में, तो मुझे यह सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ उनके दर्शन करने का। और इनके साहित्य को मैं अपने क्षेत्र में काफी सौभाग्य प्रदान हुआ है, मुझे प्राप्त हुआ है स्वामी जी के द्वारा। और हरे कृष्ण मूवमेंट को तो जो विश्वव्यापी इन्होंने फैलाया है अमेरिका से आकर के, जो कि इनके सभी साहित्यों में लिखा हुआ है डिटेल में। सो बिकॉज वी आर ऑल ब्लिसफुल ब्लेस्ड पर्सन, तो ड्यू टू द ग्रेसफुलनेस ऑफ प्रभुपाद स्वामी जी। हरे कृष्णा।
You together, bro. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for introducing us, and keep coming till the time you are here. Yeah. And all the first timers, we have a gift. Any other? Okay. With that, we'll quickly have Prasadam prayers, and we'll form a line to take Prasadam. Dhriti will do the Prasadam prayers. Yeah.
Mahaprasade Govinde.
Mahaprasade Govinde.
Namo Brahmane Vaishnave.
Namo Brahmani Vaishnave.
Salpa Punyamatam Rajan.
Svalpa Punyavatam Rajan.
Vishwasone Vijayate.
Vishwasona Ivajaya.